She asked if that was for eyes too. If that medicine was for her eyes too.
It's to make it all better. Got it here. Your ear to make your ear better.
You have to give it to him now.
Good morning, everybody.
Okay.
Nice to have you all here.
No, you're not.
Tim's
Yeah.
World,
You got that already.
Bobby Sprinkle, Dirty Dog Diggers. Nice to see you. Looking lovely as ever, you are.
Anywhere to leave.
Coast Life 252, how are you doing?
Devin, have a
Nice to
gun.
have you here. Dunkard, good morning. Ah. Thought I remembered that name. You haven't been in here in a long time there, Coast Life. How are you doing? You're looking lovely as ever, Junkyard. I know. You probably got all gussied up, didn't you? Well, she took granddaughter to the doctor's yesterday. She's got a ear infection, eye infection, throat infection, all around. Everything's infected. So, taking a bunch of medicine and some eye drops and stuff. And let me tell you, she does not like the eye drops. So, well, I'm glad to see you around too. Sorry to hear about the damage and stuff done by the hurricane, but that's just material stuff, you know. At least you're safe.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on a second. I gotta give her something. Come here, honey. I got a present for you.
Yeah.
No.
Do something that fun.
No. Harmony went live.
Go back down anyway.
Oh my God, shut up, kid.
So I don't know what we're going to talk about today, but something.
What's the degree supposed to be today?
Huh? Supposed to be what?
That's
Dump today? High of 34. I'm still working the hot dogs. I'm not doing much, like once a month. So, but nobody else is doing it. So evidently, I'm busier than the rest of them. So, yeah, Florence and then Michael. Yeah.
upstairs light up.
In fact, I just did one Saturday. I got one on the 12th of December, or January, I mean, 12th of January. So, I don't make much, but at least it keeps the cart busy, gets my name out there. So, yeah, I know the feeling. There you go, Tim. Renda's World, good morning. How are you doing, Renda? Renda's World and Tom. Nice to see you both. You're looking lovely as ever, Renda. And you too, Tom. Molly Gordon, good morning. That's all you can do is work at it slowly and surely. Ozark, good morning, man. Liver and onions and stag beer day. All right. Man, I wish I lived near you. I'd be sitting right there next to you. Not so much drinking the stag beer, but I would be eating the liver and onions. So. Oh, you're welcome, Renda. You're welcome. I actually did it for Tom because I didn't want you nagging on him all day long. You know, he probably gets tired of that. Yes, sir. No, you? Yes, sir. No, you? Yes, sir. I'm just kidding. Good morning, Dirty Dog Diggers. You're looking lovely as ever. No. He said thanks. That's funny. I use pork liver. Well, I ain't never had pork liver, but hey, liver's liver. Now we'll go down to the organ bank and get some and onions. He's driving. Well, I'm glad he's driving. Well, on your own house or somebody else's? I did all that when I was younger. I know exactly what that's about. Not hurricane damage, but roughing and stuff like that. Someone else's? No, at least you're getting paid for it. So I would hope. She's in the kitchen right now, Renda. She's with the grandkids. The youngest one's got like 3 different medications, and she does not like taking the eye drops. And that's going to be coming up here shortly. She's a screamer. So. Pretty bad when you have to hire somebody to fix yours while you're working on somebody else's. She got pink eye and got sent home. So. But that's what they said. And so I took her to the doctor. She has an eye, ear, and nose, throat infection. So they got her on some medicine. Good morning there, Gene. Would you like to thank the Academy today? Oh, that's the wrong speech. Sorry. Yeah, and last night finally got the medicine about 7 o'clock last night. Finally got the prescriptions filled. They went to the doctor at 12:40 yesterday, and at the walk-in clinic, and by the time they got home, it was almost 5:30, somewhere around there. 5:30. Then she went and picked up the medicine. They didn't have it filled yet, so she had to wait for that.
That's just what the, okay.
I hear you there, Coach Life.
No. You want any earache?
Yeah.
What are they giving her for her eyes?
Eye drops?
Listen, Junkyard says give her terramycin. That's what they do for pink eye for cows. Don't dress special for coffee. Brenda says Cappy.
Well, you know, could be close.
Yeah, terramycin.
Hey, no, it ain't terramycin, but it's gentamicin.
Gentamicin. There you go.
Gentamicin.
Yeah.
It's all in,
Right. It's the same shit.
yeah.
Kathy saying, or Brenda saying, hi, Kathy.
Hi, Brenda.
Oh.
So, yeah. And she's got to have 2 drops every 4 hours.
Have 2 drops in each eye every 4 hours. And
So
she's a
you,
screamer.
You have to like lock her hands.
Yeah. You gotta put her between your legs, hold her hands down, tip her head back, pull open her eyeballs, and drop them in.
Try.
Yeah.
Try the eyes open. It's not great.
Dirty Dog Digger says good morning, Cappy. Jean says good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
What?
Brenda says hi, beautiful, not you, dog. I understand. She's laughing. Gentamicin for the pink eye. Gentamicin. Professor.
You're not getting shots.
Good morning, Professor. Nice to have you here. Why is it a bad morning, Big Steve? Junkyard says good morning, Kathy. Bobby says looking lovely as ever, Kathy. Oh, I don't know why you just don't make this the Kathy show. Good morning, Steve. Steven. What's wrong, Steve? I don't know. We probably got it at school. You know.
Now I went on. What are you talking about, speaker?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They had a case of it Friday, but didn't send it out, so.
All right. Yeah.
In her class.
Junkyard says it's in the myosin family. That's right. It's in the myosin family.
That's all right. Well, you know, a lot of the animals, prescriptions, same thing as adults.
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of your veterinary, the prescriptions that you get for animals is the same thing. It's just named different than it is for humans, because that way they could sell it to you at the pharmacy for an animal for damn near nothing, because it's not a prescription that you'd give to a human. So. Is a dish full of food? Okay, Dakota and family. What's going on with them there, Coast Life? There you are. Okay. I just subbed to the channel, but
Oh, there goes the Coldplay massage.
I'll have to check that out. Doesn't look good. There you go there, Captain Helming. Good morning. All right, Mavaska, you have yourself another nice day. We'll see you later. Looks like a nice family. Yeah. Same they just don't use the 16 to 18 gauge needles. That's right. And you know, they don't give you a pint of medicine instead, you know, instead of a couple of drops, you don't get a pint. Yeah. Oh, slipping a disc. I've had that done since I was 13 years old, man. My third lumbar vertebrae keeps popping out, and that's probably the most hardest one to get to pop out. And when it does, you can't even imagine. You walk like this and bent over. You look like Igor's twin brother. All right, there, Coast Life. You have yourself a great day, man. I'm here every day at 6:30. Come on in. You too. I hope you have a great day. Or try to make the best out of today. And now he's all safe for Black Lake. That's right. Boy. He called me last night around 8 o'clock, 8:15, somewhere around there. He got home last night, so he's got to go to a cardiologist Wednesday. He got to go to his family physician Monday and see what they're going to do then. So, but I was relieved when he told me he was home. He's off work until probably after the first of the year. So, and I don't know. He's got a lot of payments and stuff. They own some houses and, you know, new cars and stuff like that. And I told him, I said, material things isn't nothing. You know, get rid of that stuff. You don't need it. But, you know, that's right. And I'm going to tell you right now what that doctor's going to tell you there, son. He's going to say, son. He's going to look up and down you and he's going to say, son, you got too much front, affecting your not so much back. That's right. Get one of them teeter chairs, but you might want to specify when you buy that for extra heavy duty, because I don't think they can hold. I don't think they're designed for over 300 pounds. So, what I used to do is I would go grab, you know, an overhead bar someplace, tree limb or whatever that I could reach up and get, and I would grab that, hold onto it tight, and lift my legs up, and I try to, you know, pull myself up and down and jerk myself to get it to go back in place. That's right, downsizing. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, they rub and rub you long time. Yeah, long time, 2 hour. Long time, 20 minutes. So, is Gretchen up? Kath,
What?
is Gretchen up?
I'm big.
Yeah. Yeah, at least something won't hurt. You're right there, Junkyard. Tammy Sprinkle, good morning. You're looking lovely as ever. Nice to have you here. Are you still married to Bobby? Has anybody seen Bama Grits? I didn't see her yesterday. Didn't see her the day before yesterday. If she doesn't come in today, I'm going to have to go hunting, I guess. I'm getting a little worried. Oh, I can imagine that there, Bobby. I did mine back when I was 13 years old. I got out of the car, uh, slipped on ice, and fell against the curb. Uh, my butt landed on the road, my back was on the curb, and my rest of my body was up on the uh, shoulder. And um, I got up and man, what the heck, I couldn't hardly move. The next day, I couldn't even stand up, and um, I was like that for better than a week before they could even take me to the hospital or to the doctors because I couldn't even stand up. I couldn't bend. I couldn't do nothing. Finally, they took me to the doctors, and they uh, went to a chiropractor, and he worked on me, and it was something. Then I had it. It would happen all the time, at least once or twice a year. Back would go out, and I'd be down for the count. So, um, if I found $17,000 on my doorstep, what would I do? Well, I would pay off some payments that I have and get that stuff paid off. I'd give some to charity. Um, I would donate, some to the food banks or whatever. I couldn't pay my house off, but and it'd be a good Christmas for a bunch of people. It'd be a good Christmas for me because if I got rid of a couple of payments, extra money. That's right. Oh. Oh, I do too. Not so much in the last 4 or 5 years, but about 6 years ago, I was on my way to work, stopped at Dunkin' Donuts to grab some donuts for uh, the guys at the landfill, and I got out of the car, dropped my keys, bent over to pick them up, and threw out my bag. Now, mind you, I was 45 miles from work or from home, 15 miles from work, and I hadn't been there yet. So I gingerly got back in the car, turned it around, and drove back home. And I called the boss, and he said, "What are you calling me this early for?" I said, "Man, I got out of the car to go get some donuts and dropped my keys, threw my back out. I'm headed home again. I can't move." "Are you sure?" I said, "I'm positive." He said, "All right, well, take tomorrow off too and get rested up." I said, "Well, I'll be in as soon as I can." I was in the day after that. I come home, took a nice hot shower, and then I put some cold compresses on it and laid in the bed for a while. But uh, usually I can get it to go back in place, now. But back then I couldn't. Yeah, out late. They would have missed out. Yeah, that's right.
What's that? Huh? Where is your boots?
Are you kidding me?
In the living room. Well, don't get up. You're killing me. I was just jealous.
She's half the size of you, and you're carrying her around.
I have to say.
Yeah. It wouldn't matter. The UPS wouldn't have stopped and give it a second look because they throw the package on the porch and run. And they don't even come up on the steps. They are the world champion hide and seek players. Overnight delivery here at least 2 days. That's right. Well, junkyard, you live so far out in the woods, I got to pump in sunshine. Only guy I know has got to drive 26 miles to the end of the driveway to get to the mailbox. Takes an hour to drive down the mailbox, an hour and a half to come back because you stop and read the mail. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, check all over the neighborhood. That's right. It's going to be called Fed Up. Punk J, good morning. Nice to have you here. So, remember when UPS went on strike? That woman they did an interview with, and she said, "I put all my care and trust into the little brown trucks." Well, not anymore. Huh. I'm doing okay, Punk J, other than arthritis. Gene sent a photo. Let's see what Gene sent. That's right. You're absolutely right there, Gene. And I'll show it to you. Just imagine how awesome life would be if biscuits and gravy made you skinny. That's right, Gene. Life would be awesome.
Roger, put some beers on there for a reason of why I want them.
Well, she didn't like them that way.
No, because she's got them rearranged.
I know.
Oh. Put your lip gloss on.
That's Brennan to the name. That's right. Oh, sorry to hear that, Bobby. Yeah, that stuff happens. There's plenty of trucking companies that have to go out there and pick up trucks because the driver gets hurt, sick, or whatever. Happens all the time. I've had to go pick up trucks, send me out and go get a truck that, some driver got sick or got hurt or whatever and had to go get it. And the ones that get hurt are the ones that's where you got to watch, because you open up the cab and, say they cut themselves and there's blood all over the place, So I always used to take disinfectant with me and spray wipes and rubber gloves and all that other stuff, just in case when I had to go pick up a truck where somebody got hurt. I've been in trucks where it looked like a murder scene, You got to clean them all. You wipe everything all down where you're going to be touching, Sheet of plastic, go pick it up. You bring it back and, they hire a hazmat team to come in and clean. So wear a mask on your face while you're driving it. I've done that. Had a guy get sick in one. So you know what happens when you get sick. Yeah, all over. Yeah, well, needless to say, when I went there with buckets of water, and I opened up the door and I'm throwing water and sloshing water, bleach water in there. I threw it up on the dash. Truck was running, and that was about the extent of it. I waterlogged everything, man. Brought it home. What happened here? She think I'm not driving this like that. I threw water in here and bleach water, and cleaned it all out as best I could. No, they had it in the garage for a couple of weeks cleaning it and fixing everything. So, they'd been better off to get a record, been a lot cheaper. So, yep, a cup of bleach and 5 gallons of water. Emergency vehicles, how are you doing, man? Nice to have you here. We're doing good. Yeah, I understand that too. Ozark, I completely understand that. We had a guy quit one time, and me and the boss spent about 6 hours looking for the truck, and we finally found it. So, yeah. It was about 25 miles from where he was supposed to be at. Yep. Well, I can understand that, junkyard. Transportation vans, yeah. Oh. Now, when I first got out of the service, I worked at a restaurant, and I was a dishwasher and a fuel jockey. We had a fuel island there, and I had to pump fuel and wash dishes. Now imagine that, 2 jobs. So there was a little buzzer in the kitchen. When the buzzer went off, you had to walk out, dry your hands off, walk out there, pump fuel, take the person's credit card, PayPal or whatever, and or not PayPal, but whatever. I can't remember what it's called now, but and then this was back 30 some years ago. And then go back in, wash your hands 2 or 3 times with some bleach and Dawn dishwashing liquid, get the diesel off it and start doing dishes again. But there was a guy who said, "Hey, I want to drop it. Can I drop a trailer back here?" And I said, "Well, you can drop a trailer back there, but it's got to be in the very end corner out of the way." And okay. He said, "Somebody will be here to get it within the next couple of days." I said, "Okay."
Papa, look under my stick.
Wow, that's pretty. I like that. That's pretty. Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Wait now. There you go. But anyways, it was a reefer. And it sat out there probably for about 8 days, 9 days, something like that. And it started to stink real bad. So I ended up calling the company and saying, "Hey, when are you guys coming to get this trailer?"
Here.
Huh?
My hair is getting too long. You better cut it today.
Huh.
No, one day.
Oh, one day.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm sorry, you said today, but one day.
You need a haircut?
Oh,
Yeah.
Or bangs.
Yeah. Well, you
No,
have.
no.
Yeah.
Tomorrow it's one.
I don't know. Carol, I want to be free. Good morning. Anyways, getting back to that, I called the company up and said, "Hey, when are you guys going to come get this trailer?" So we didn't know we had a trailer there. I said, "Your driver left it here, I don't know, 8, 9, 10 days ago."
Here, gotcha.
They said, "What's the number?" So I gave it to him and said, "We've been looking for that trailer. It was supposed to be in New Jersey." "Well, it's not. It's here." Yeah, so I don't think, I wouldn't let them open the trailer doors there. I think it was full of beef, and I don't think it was any good. So. Right? All I know is they started that reefer back up, to get her cold back in her freezer again. So, yeah. I'm sure they sued the guy. Probably didn't gain money for it, but like I said, that was 30 some years ago. So. Huh. Yeah. Aged beef sale, that's right. It was aged all right. No. Now, we had a camper at the campground and kept smelling the smell from a camper across the street. And I walked over there and said, "What the hell?" And they'd unplugged the refrigerator. And when they didn't clean it out. So the guy that owned the campground, I went and got him and said, "Hey, man, you got to do something about this. This absolutely stinks." So he plugged in the refrigerator and it started running again. So waited about, I don't know, 2 days, got the refrigerator nice and cold. After about, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours, he couldn't hardly smell it anymore. And as soon as he got the refrigerator nice and cold, he took a plastic, wrapped it all the way around the refrigerator, duct taped it, and then come picked it up with his bucket loader, and he dug a hole out there in the field and he buried that thing. Dutchy Dutch, good morning. Nice to have you here. Good to see you, Dutchy. God, I got a hole in my coffee cup. I gotta get me a cup of Java. I'll be right back. What are you doing? Seriously? You are pretty smart.
Why did you do that? Oh, where is it there? I got the
I got change in my pocket going generally on. Well, you've got your girlfriend here. When you go outside, you change it, got it?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I'm sorry.
I'm good.
I got everything.
You want to get dishes and everything?
Well, hell, why would you? I mean, it's slut all day.
Dishes and everything?
No.
You have enough to have a cigarette?
Are they not doing that store? Are they not doing that store? Are they not doing that store?
I know, probably not much.
Oh, don't get that in the eyes. Please don't right here. Stick it in my eye.
I'm out of time. I'm sorry. I want you to let me see.
What? 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 What?
There's no thing that's why you got to find her.
Put that away.
Alright, I'm back. So, I had to give me another cup of coffee. I had to make some. So. Man, coffee. Huh. Well, that don't sound too good there, Bobby. Yep. Now I tell you how you do that. And this is how you, honest to God, this is how you do it, Ozark. This is what I did. I bought a freezer from a woman. And she said, I'll clean it out. You can come get it this week. So I said, okay. Well, and she lived right behind us. So on Saturday, I went over there to get it. She said, yep, it's all cleaned out. I had John go get it and get it cleaned out. This, the other day. No, what John did was unplug it. He didn't clean it out. I put it on dollies. I bring it up the stairs. It's just a small one. I go walking across, the backyard to our yard. What the hell is that smell? I open it up, and it is. So I dump it out in her yard. I take it to the house. I rinse it out with a garden hose. And then I put some water and bleach in it. And I fill the thing right up with water and bleach, and I let it set in there. And I don't know, a couple of days, maybe even longer than that. I tip it over, dump it out. I rinse it out again. You can still smell it. So I leave the door open. I put a stick underneath it to leave the door open. It's out outside on the concrete and by the garage. I let it dry. And then I take enamel paint, appliance paint, and I paint the inside of the freezer. And that's the only way I got rid of the smell. I covered it up with paint. Yep, that's right. I remember you talking about that junkyard. You burn a pipe around it, yeah. It just absolutely, it ticked me off. But, they had the mess to go clean up in their backyard. They had cooked beef, that's right.
Gretchen going to school.
Yep, Gretchen went to school.
I'm not going to school.
You're not, I know you're not going to school.
But I get an eye job.
Yeah, you getting eye drops, huh?
I don't like eye jobs.
Well, I don't like them either, but you got to have them or make your eyes feel better. Yeah. So just take your eye drops and you'll be fine, honey.
Ready?
You ready? All you got to do is say, I'm not afraid.
Come on.
I'm not afraid. Hey,
Come on.
Harley, you say, look at Papa.
A few puffs. Wash my hands. Haven't come to do that.
Hey,
It
look
won't
at
take only a minute.
Harley. Look at Papa. You say, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
Shut up. Don't you?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I know that smell. That is basted beef right there.
Oh, stop it. Oh, no. Don't matter if you try. So you might as well not waste the beer. Don't have to waste the beer. Put that down.
You ever seen that Dr. Pole? He's not too far from here. That Dr. Pole, that vet, he's on TV. He's not really that far. I think he's about 85 or 90 miles from here, something like that. And he does all sorts of stuff, He's gonna come along to pull cows out with and stuff. That's right. Yeah, I wouldn't do it again. Nope. If I had to do it again, I'd have just left it sitting in her yard. Yeah, I like watching them. I don't get to see them that often, but I like watching them. between all the other stuff I got to do. You know, Street Outlaws, Beat Bobby Play, Guys Grocery Games. I'm waiting for Mountain Mouse to come back on. Sure would be nice. That's right. Burn the house down around it. There you go. Bugs Bunny. That's right. Roadrunner. Curse of Oak Island. I used to watch American Pickers, but that's getting kind of ridiculous. Oh man, you got that rusted out bike part? Well, the only thing left of it's just the ring and the switch. But I'm willing to give you $900 because I think somebody will like it. Right? I bet you would give $900 for that. Barrow Boys, nice to have you here, man. Good to see you. Across the pond. You know, oh, I think that thing's really cool, man. I just want to buy it because it's a novelty item. I think somebody else will like it. I'll give you $400 for it. It's a coveralls. A pair of coveralls has been eaten clean through by moths. The only thing is left is the zipper and a couple of buttons. You know, but I think it's cool. Yeah. They were just north of us, 10 miles. They were in Tecumseh, Michigan here a few months ago. Oh. Barrow Boy, good morning. Well, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Barrow. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, man. Nice to have you here. And many more. That's right. Chamber of Commerce, that's right. Yeah. And then they would get a hold of the Chamber of Commerce and have them, you know, give them a list of the people. Yeah. Ask him how he knew it was there. Yeah, that's right. Well, you're welcome. And they say you had no load for the post office. There you go. You know what the thing to do is when these people send you junk mail, you know, along with their bill, you know, like your electric company. Our electric company sends us bills. And within the bill, it's got ads for stuff. So what you do is you send all that stuff back to them. Let them take care of it. All right, no boss. Time to screw off. Yeah, if you did have, wouldn't want to get screwed out of it. That's right. Then again, you know, the prices they post on TV, they're not screwing anybody on anything. Yeah, they give $65,000 for that 1909 motorcycle. You know, it was parts and pieces. It wasn't even put together. Oh, but it's worth $140,000. Well, it is if you can find somebody who wants it for $140,000. You know, I had that Harley Davidson belt-driven bike. I bought that for $50 and sold it for $400. I thought I was doing great. No hablo español. That's right. You tell them we speak English here today. You tell them. Who wants to open that for me? Guess I don't get no water today. That's what you're doing at postpaid. That's right. Oh, I know. It's as fake can get. You're right. When they first started, it wasn't so bad. You know, years ago, but now, you know. Well, then Thursday's actually a day off for you too. That's right. Let them sort it out at their office. That's right. There you go. Well, you know, they come out there and say, wow, junkyard, that's a Murray. That's a Murray 12 horse with a 38-inch cutting deck on it. That is so cool, man. That is collector's item. Would you take $600 for it? No, I'll take $650, $675 deal. Now you're thinking, aren't you, junkyard? Hey, man, if I can get $675 for an old lawnmower, yeah, you betcha. Yeah. And then they put, they put, well, I seen it some on American Pickers. Well, what you've seen was what they give on American Pickers. Oh, I know they got clients who they pick for. So. Yeah, I wish I could do that too with all the people that call. Hey, do you know my extended warranty is about ready to expire on my car? And I should renew it. Last time I knew, I didn't even have a warranty on my car because it was all over. Let's see, it's a 2000. It was all over in 2016. Yeah. But I keep getting a phone call that my extended warranty is about to expire, and I should renew it. Or I like it if I need a new brace. If I need a new brace, could you open that for me?
It's on.
Okay, thank you.
Just warning.
Huh? Okay, she's going to give. All right, Kevin, see you later. She's going to give eye drops. So. Sometime around that area, yeah. So I got a 2011. I think it had a 5-year warranty on it. 2016 was a 5-year warranty. You know, and I bought it in August of 2016. So you know the warranty was over within 4 months or something like that after buying it. But they keep telling me that. Then I get phone calls for if I need a new brace. You know, you can be medically qualified for a new brace, and your insurance will cover it. Sure, that's $785. Doesn't look like $785, does it? Does that look like $785 to you? Looky here. It's got the high-speed fasteners on it with the adjustable tensioners and the steel shank reinforcement. That's right. $785 for that. And this one was $285. Yeah. I will put $1,000 of hardware on my arm. There we go. See? Yeah, they hang up. Yeah. Right? I look like RoboCop. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. If I actually hit you with this side or this side, it would probably hurt you because it's got steel shanks in each one of them. A lot of times when I put them on, it hurts until it gets excuse me, until it gets to swelling to where I get it formed out or whatever you want to call it. But there it is. She's got one eye done. Gotta get the other one done now. Yeah. For one thing, you couldn't get your buffalo ass up to do that. And as Kathy would say, you couldn't raise that beef cutter up high enough to kick me. So. All done. See, it's all done. I'm not scared. You want me to pick you up, or you just want me to drop kick you right there and then put you back on the plane? It's entirely up to you. Morning coffee and congrats to the bearded picker. I have to check that channel out. Let's see. That was from Idaho Hillbilly. A bearded picker. He's got 31,000 channel subscribers.
Friends, subscribers, internet strangers.
Uh-huh. I'll have to check that guy's channel out. Tells you how to make money buying and selling stuff. Huh. I have to check that out. I bought a few stuff. I bought some stuff in my time. Dun, 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 dun. Kath calls me Fred Sanford. That's right.
Oh, baby.
Steve. I'll do the Abbott and Costello. I'll give you your 1-3. 1-3. 1-3. What happened to 2? 2's the one you're going to get. It'd be pay per view. Yeah. You guys might want to stick close to that TV because it ain't going to be a very long one. That's right. Mark 1 lives right across the highway from the. I go by Mark 1's house all the time when I go there. And Mr. Mark 1, good morning. So. Are you afraid of anything? Nothing. I'm afraid of nothing. What about our rhinoceros? Passerus.
What?
No.
What, not cereal?
Yeah.
Cereal's for your gut. So, that, put it down. Don't keep rubbing your eyes.
Next time I have to go up there, Mr. Mock,
Yeah.
I'll get a hold of you and I'll bring you up a bottle of wine and we can meet someplace.
No. Silly. Now you gave me cousin. Now I have to cousin.
And my son and his wife, they go on vacations. That's right.
Huh.
What?
Got into a crab roll, huh?
Huh?
You got into a crab roll.
I ate some crab roll last night watching TV.
That's not eat mine.
I'm not touching your crab roll. Yeah, we can get drunk. I don't know if you're drunk, but yeah. And what are you doing? I'm too drunk to drive home from the airport. My son and his wife, when they go on vacation, they usually fly down to Florida and stuff. So next time they do, I'll let you know. I'll tell you what, just email me your phone number. And I'll put that in my phone, so when I do come up, I'll give you a call, and I'll bring you up a bottle of wine.
Really?
Sure, you would. You ever plan on having any children there, son? Well, yes, sir. I plan on having 5 or 6. Wow, imagine that, son. When it gets done, I'm going to hit you so hard that your 6th kid's going to be born unconscious there, son. I actually seen a drill sergeant tell that to a private one day. Private said, when it's all said and done, drill sergeant, I'm going to come kick your ass. He said, you ever plan on having any kids there, Private? He said, yes, Sergeant, I do. I said, how many? 5 or 6. He said, I'm going to hit you so hard your 6th kid's going to be born unconscious. I said, wow, man, that's getting hit.
Your eyes don't. No, your eyes didn't turn my board blue.
I ain't afraid of scuzz either.
Silly girl.
I could hold a PBR in this hand, and he'll be watching that.
No, Charlie. Nuts.
They didn't like your trade. Oh, I understand that. In the next state, that's right. He's too busy hanging out with Anita Beer. That's right.
Got it? I got cards.
Mr. Jixer, good morning.
Okay.
Did they shock you, Kevin?
I said, I gotta call your stupid teacher. She says, okay, because I don't have any eyes.
Yeah. Kevin says to my sweet sister-in-law, love ya. You better be watching that because he lives just on the other side of me there, Big Steve. He'll probably meet you up in Detroit too. That's right. TJ, good morning. Nice to have you here. Little Stevie. Little Stevie, don't you cry. That's right. Little Stevie. Dirty Dog, have you seen Bama Grits? Not seen her in 2 days. I'm starting to get worried. So, what's today? Thursday? Well, I seen her Tuesday, and she said she wasn't feeling good. She was going to lay down. Well, hell, that's all it takes. I'll just hook some clamps up to some electric cord and just plug you in. Get it. You had me worried, Kevin. So,
No, I'm worried about my own kid. Because now she said that he could stay there, but he told her he'd come home every weekend.
Kurt.
Yeah. Okay, that's a lot of traveling.
Oh, yeah. How you coming home every weekend?
It's gonna drive 7 hours to come home.
7 hours to stay home for 15 hours. If
He has to be back Sunday
I know.
for Monday morning.
And if he works Saturday,
They're gonna let him have Saturdays off.
it's all right. So he leaves after working 13 hours on Friday.
They'll get done till 6:30.
Yeah. So he gets home at 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning.
On good days.
Yeah. Stupid. Yeah, I saw her 2 days ago, and that was it. And, said she wasn't feeling good. She was going to lay down. So I don't know if she's okay. I'm getting kind of worried about her. Yeah, nipple clamps in it. Hold the fence charger. The next dog show is in January. And Precious ain't going to win it because that's one ugly mutt. The dog is going into the dog show again. That's right. All them other mutts ain't got a chance. If it was just handsomeness and good looks and grace and all that other, this dog is going to win it. The only reason why the rest of them win it is because they're lucky and it's a random generator. That's it. I know that, so Precious can get into that one, Big Steve. Right. Well, that ain't good. Excuse me. No, don't stop my heart, because what if you can't get her started again? I'd be afraid like it'd be an old Ford or an old Dodge and wouldn't start back up again. Or an old Chevy. Hit me with some ether. Yeah. I don't know. Welcome back there, TJ. I am going to get a tattoo, and it's going to say "Place paddles here." That way, when I'm laying there, almost dead to the world, no heartbeat, they know exactly where to put them paddles. Well, thank you, Ozark. Like they say, if I had a dog that looked like you, I'd shave its ass and make it walk backwards. Grizz, good morning. Where were you? You weren't here yesterday. There is a write-up on the way for not coming, no call, no show. So. Oh, I know. I know. Huh. Joanne Plansville is the best grilled cheese ever. The best grilled cheese ever would happen to have cheese and bacon. Oh, I know. I'm gonna put them up here. That way, they'll be down there. Yeah, I don't want them putting the pads down here by the testes, you know, if it sagged down that far. Oh! He's home, so I'm glad for that. Got to go to the doctor Monday and got to go to the cardiologist Wednesday. So just needs to take it easy. I know, don't use them anyways. Do you see where I put the colored water in there, Grizz? So you can see it burping? All deliveries in the rear. There you go. I like it. I have one, Mr. Gixxer. I love it. I didn't buy a brand new one. I bought a used one at a yard sale. I got it for 15 bucks. I've got my $15 worth out of it. And it still works perfect. If you can buy one used, check it out real good, you know, and get it for 50, 60 bucks or whatever. It beats spending $300-400 for one. But if you want to buy a brand new one and you use it a lot, then by all means buy one. So. That's right. Well, she would love it. If she does a lot of bread making, cookie doughs, or mixing stuff, you know, make omelets or whatever with it, you know, or making homemade whipped cream, or, you know, your homemade mayonnaise or whatever, miracle, whatever you want to call it, your salad dressing. That's what they're good for. Unfortunately, all I have is a beater. I don't have the whip or the egg or the bread hook or nothing. And I keep looking to buy those, and I go on shopgoodwill.com because they sell them all the time. I just try to. I have a price in my mind what I'm willing to pay for them, plus shipping, and I will not go over that. So because I can buy them brand new for that price. Um, so, or I can buy them brand new for a little bit more than that or whatever. So, and I'm just too cheap to buy them brand new. So, YouTube Jared 333333333. How you doing? Nice to have you here, YouTube Jared. Good to see you. Let me check your channel out. Welcome back, Rinda. I don't know why you left. There's nobody there to tell you. YouTube Jared's got 78 channel followers. I'm already subscribed to you. So you're welcome. Just loaded the machines. Well, then you got to sit there and wait until they're done, don't you? So you load the machines. You got to load the washer, wait for the stuff to wash, then throw it in the dryer. So. Well, yeah, but see, you can actually get the 5-quart with just as much power. You just got to read the. They have them in different configurations. Yeah. $50 more hours for 5,000 hours of watch time because you only got 78 channel followers. There's plenty to fold, all right. Well, Big Steve just sent me one. Okay. Well, everybody, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Go ahead and talk about me until I get back. No cigarettes for 9 days. Congratulations, Bobby.
Yeah, I said, when she does come back, read the thing on the glasses, get them from her. She said, well, Harley wanted to come. I said, I don't care. I don't care. Harley is not doing anything. Harley's not the boss. When they come here, they have, so they keep them. She said, well, why can't she return? I said, no. She said, no, as long as it's like that, I leave you out. She's off till Monday. Oh, well, everybody. Call me Monday. Take care of your one catch up and your place if you want to love for that. That's why it's was. Thank you.
Oh, let's see what you guys are talking about now. Okay, what's your main channel there, Jared? Just got a comment from Warren Floyd. That's right. Hats off to Tammy. Are you still here there, Jared? What's your other screen name? And I'm probably a channel follower there too. I just don't know it off the top of my head. So. I must be gone. So. Okay. Let's see if I can find out where this other one is.
Hey, what's up, guys? YouTube Jared 333 here with Papa. Here with my niece. Hopeless Fountain. I'm sorry. We are gonna be doing.
Trying to figure out what it is.
Which is YouTube Jared is gonna be over 4,900 subscribers. For 4,900 subscribers, like, subscribe, share, leave a comment down below if you want. Check out my main channel, which is YouTube Jared is gonna be over.
YouTube Jared's his main channel. Okay. Anybody that wants to meet and greet. So, anyways, today is Thursday. Anybody want to come up on a panel?
Illegal to smoke in Michigan Day.
Huh?
Finally illegal to smoke in Michigan.
Yeah, today's finally legal weed day in Michigan.
Yeah, it's not really all that. Not allowed to just do what you want.
Right, you can't smoke it anywhere but in your own personal property at home. You can't smoke in your car. You can't smoke it out in public, you know, and you can't have so much. So, well, huh. Dirty Dog Diggers, would you like to come on up? Grizz? Big Steve?
Wait, a fella.
You take 130 units. Wow. You gotta be careful with that, Kevin. I don't know. He used to take 35 units, now he's taking 130 units of insulin. Huh? What kind of insulin, Kevin? You're too noisy? Okay. I don't know. I'm trying to. How many units a day, or how many times a day do you got to take 130? And what kind are you taking? All right, Grizz. I guess if nobody wants to be meted, nobody wants to be greeted. So. Junker, Grizz, Gene, Bobby, anybody want to come on up? I've been mid to them too. Got to go to Papa Texas. You'll get a few channels there. He's got a video that says how to make, how to get 100 channels or 100 subscribers overnight. So. Oh, really? Huh. So that's how you feel, huh? Okay. Well, you fix that one real quick, Big Steve. Steve's been timed out because he was naughty. I'm Santa's helper, and Santa told me he's been a naughty boy, so time his ass out. So I did. No. He just messaged me on Facebook. He knows I'm just playing with him. That's a good thing. Steve takes it with stride. He knows it's funny. Besides that, it gives him time to go to the bathroom and drink a cup of coffee, grab a cup of coffee. Hum along Atlantis, Kath. Hey, Steve, neener. That's funny. Metformin. By the way, Kathy, you're looking lovely as ever. How you got there?
Done your business.
You save some for the rest of us?
I'd say nothing for you.
Huh.
Hi.
Yeah. I gotta see what he wrote on Facebook. No. Why is that, Chris? Charlie Chillin, good morning. Nice to have you here. Oh. No, he didn't have nothing to say to me. I asked him if he saved any for the rest of us. He said, no, I didn't save anything for you because you're on a diet. He's doing good, Charlie. He's in the chat room. So he's home. So me too. I'm glad to hear he's home too. If you only knew. I used to take 1,000 milligrams in the morning and 1,000 milligrams at night.
My mother used to say, 3 times.
Yeah, her mom took metformin 3 times a day
She also was insulin dependent
and insulin.
throughout the day.
Yep, throughout the day. But my A1C is 4.8, so I'm doing good. Will, how are you doing? Nice to have you here, man. Good to see you. Is it snowing up there? I know. I know they're dirty dog diggers. That's good, Gene. It's down to 6. Doing good. Kathy made some meatloaf last night. I thought it was pretty damn good. It was with about 2.5 pounds of pork sausage and about, I don't know, 3 or 4 pounds of burger. Mixed it all together with some onions and some green pepper. Pretty damn tasty, I thought. Light snow on the corner this morning, on the car this morning. Yeah, that's right. We'd be screwed.
Well, seriously.
Biscuits and white gravy. That's good. Yeah, like Gene says, how great would it be if biscuits and gravy made you skinny? I know. 13.4, man, you really got to get a hold of that. Yeah, she says, yeah, Grizz, talk your shit. Yeah, you're talking, Grizz, but you ain't saying nothing. Right, they call his biscuits Lovey's biscuits because he makes them with love. Right. I don't like making the flaky ones. It's just too much work.
What?
But I like making the home style buttermilk scratch made biscuits. And you scratch that label off, whack it on the counter, twist it open, dump them onto a tray, arrange them 8 or 10 little biscuits, put them in the oven, 375, 11 to 14 minutes. Nom, nom. Huh? What's that?
People would all shit if I went live and told how it really is here.
Oh, I know.
Do you know another caregiver that would have kept your ass alive?
Cap, I appreciate what you did for me. I love you to death. I'm glad you were here to take care of me. It snowed again?
So's your twin ass.
Right?
No, and you know what?
You're not a chef, you just cook your biscuits too. Oh.
You're naughty. Or Dad can get out here.
Or Dad can start scrubbing I forgot. We have a Picasso here in the house. Yes, we do. We got us an artiste.
Yeah. Last night.
Yeah.
While everybody is sleeping.
While
Grandma.
while everybody was sleeping but Grandma, somebody went into the bathroom.
Said you had to go potty.
Had to go potty, and they did a little artwork. It's a good thing it's Malmac or whatever it's called, but it'll probably wash right off or scrub right off. But yeah, we got
Orange.
we
You decorate my bathroom alone?
have some artwork on there, Picasso, Van Gogh, or whatever.
I
So
said you could. I draw my picture.
yeah, I draw my picture. Yeah.
If you draw on my wall again, guess what's going to
All right, there, Brenda. You won't see me tomorrow night. You'll see me tonight. Oh, I'm sorry. See you tomorrow or tonight. Yeah, I'll be on tonight.
Got it.
And we got a panel tonight. So if any of you slackers wanted to be on the panel tonight, We'll have a panel tonight. So I was going to have one today, but nobody wants to come up. So you're all camera shy.
I agree.
So
You like to. I would like to.
nobody likes me. That's what she says.
I agree.
Don't get in trouble at the pickle park. Big Steve. Welcome back, Big Steve, by the way. Optimistically cynical. Well, yes, I did lose my teeth in WW2. So I pulled my own teeth out. I ain't no sissy. I did it my own damn self. I didn't go to the dentist. Big Steve's is a big star at the pickle park. I bet you would. All right, you gonna show me your bale and wire Christmas tree? That's pretty cool. I never thought of that, but you could do one like that. I'm just thinking now how to do it. So, evidently, optimistically cynical doesn't have anything to say. Gene just sent me another picture. Oh, well, go in and see what Gene just had to send. Da 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 da. La di 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 da di da.
All day.
There you go. It's ridiculous. God, I hate that when that happens. Every time I go to put it up there, it expands. So. It's no middle finger to, hey, don't give middle finger to Mother Nature. You upset Mother Nature and she'll show you exactly what can happen. It's not nice to fool Mother Nature. Sorry, I was reading something on Facebook. So. Well, I only got one grab a dog hat and it's starting to look nasty. I gotta get it washed actually. All right. See you later, Linda. Oh yeah? Michigan marijuana. There you go. No. All these people think that, oh, now that marijuana is legal, I can smoke dope and go to work. No, you can't. It doesn't matter if it's legal or not. If you're under the influence and they have no idea, they have no way of telling if you're under the influence or not when they do a drug test. Trust me. They are going to start testing people at a lot of these factories. Because you know why? They start getting all these people fired. These people ain't got no jobs. They can't, because they can't work because they're drug tested. Then they'll be able to hire these people back at a lot lower wages through a temp service or whatever, and they'll save thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars. A lot of these factories and businesses were championed for that, just for that reason. Because now they're going to start drug testing them. And if you fail the drug test, they fire you. You go to work, help service. They can hire you back. They don't have to train you because you've already done the job. They can hire you back at at half or 80% of the wages, and they don't have to put benefits on you. Why not? Yeah, I couldn't pay that. I just had a prescription filled the other day. It was $158. I told them keep it. Couldn't afford it. I can't afford stuff like that. Wanted to see Bob Dole saluting yesterday. Yeah. You're right. Insurance is the biggest scam ever perpetrated on the human race. Where else can you pay, and they don't pay nothing else? Bob Dole is your state's hero. You're right, they are. Well, I don't know, but I have a feeling that's what's going to happen there, Grizz. A lot of these people champion for marijuana and all, now they can smoke it. Well, it doesn't matter if you smoke it or not. If you get drug tested, in which they're going to drug test, they have no idea if you were high now or if you got high 2 weeks ago. Because when they test for it, in your system. Yeah, tomorrow will probably be Michigan State Drug Testing Day. So, and they have no idea how long it's been in your system, but they can tell you've got it in your system. So now they can legally fire you because you are high. You tested for drugs, even though it's legal, but you tested. So they do
not have to recognize weed as a
Right. They don't have to recognize marijuana as a legal whatever. Because and it's a gateway drug for anyone to begin with. So a lot of people that do marijuana do other things. So and that's a proven fact. So just like alcohol, 95% of all people that drink are smokers. Okay, and I'm not saying smoking is a gateway to drinking, but you know they coincide a bunch of that or correlate a bunch of that together. So, I mean, there's a lot of smokers that don't drink, and there's a lot of drinkers that don't smoke. But it does correlate with one another. So, the same way with marijuana and other drugs, it does correlate with one another. A lot of people that don't smoke cigarettes and drink at the same time. And I'm not saying they all do, but it does correlate. So, and there's, smoking is legal, drinking is legal. And as of today, marijuana is legal as long as you smoke it in your house. But when you go to work, if they test you and you test positive for it, they have no idea if you smoked a joint before you walked into work or if you smoked a joint last week. Yeah, tell them you're illegal and get it paid for free. That's right. Well, that's as good as excuse as any to say, but yeah, my name is Jose. You're right. The ones that do testing are the ones, they got the good jobs. So yeah, you can drink a beer without smoking there, Bobby. But what I'm saying is it does correlate together. A lot of people that smoke drink. A lot of people that drink smoke. Okay, but not everybody that drinks smokes, and not everybody that smokes drinks. Okay, it just correlates. And not everybody that smokes marijuana does a gateway, does a different kind of drug. But not everybody that does a different drug smokes marijuana. But they do correlate together. The percentages are higher for one that does one than that does the other. You're gonna, you said 75%, but you're gonna find out a lot of these companies are gonna start doing drug testing because their insurance companies are gonna mandate it now, being that it's legal. Their insurance companies cannot afford to have somebody high working and getting hurt. That's why they're going to start drug testing. You're going to find out it's going to happen. All right, Kevin, you have a great day. I love you too. Be careful. Take some or get some rest. So. And that's going to be the main driving force of this is insurance companies. And when insurance companies mandate something, that's just like the truck driving companies. If you drive truck, for a living, and you have 2 speeding tickets, okay, in your own personal car. The insurance company checks they do a driver's check on everybody all the time. They check your record. And the insurance company says, hey, you've gotten 2 tickets. We can't afford to insure you no more. The company says, hey, we can't afford to insure you because our insurance company won't insure you. We have to fire you. It's the same way with marijuana or with drug use. They're going to do that, I'm telling you. As soon as there's a couple of people that get into accidents or have an accident at work and they are high, insurance companies are going to say, no, we can't afford to do this. This is going to put us out of business, which it won't. They just raise the rates, like they do everything else. Put the squeeze on the smaller guy because you never see insurance companies lose money. No. So, yeah. Mary Jane always makes you focus. No, it doesn't. You can say whatever you want. It does not make you focus. So, that's right. You want to smoke with coffee. So, like I told you before, you got to change your routine. When you go to have a cup of coffee, have a cup of or an orange or a pear or an apple. Cleanest driving record here. There you go, dirty dog. Well, but you live in a liberal state there, Grizz. I don't know, but that's my feeling on it. And I bet it does happen because more and more states are going to it. So if more and more states are going to it, these insurance companies are going to have to do something. I tell you what, if I had an insurance company, if I was insuring a business and marijuana was legal, I'd either jack up the insurance so high they couldn't afford it, or they would, follow the rules. They would follow my mandate that they had to drug test these employees. No, I didn't. I'm not talking like it's doomsday. I'm talking like it's, how can I put it? It's not the end of the world, but what's happening, if you are using marijuana during the night, okay, at night when you're home, okay, and you go to work in the morning, you still have residual THC, whatever. I don't even know what it's called, but you're still going to have residual in you. And a lot of these people that think, oh, now it's legal, I'll smoke a joint during lunch. Trust me, that'll happen. And it does happen. When I was working for the garbage company, I was in Massachusetts. We'd stop at lunch at Pizza Hut, and the drivers and everybody, the shaggers, they'd all drink a beer for lunch. I never did. I liked my license a lot more than that. These guys would stop and get a drink, a beer, have a beer and a pizza, or a couple beers and a pizza. Are you kidding me? So if they'll do that with their driver's license, marijuana, they will. Proud Mom, how are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. It's just the nature of the beast. People will abuse it, and it will, sooner or later, it'll catch up to them. I'm all for medical marijuana. I have no problem with that. Well, that's all their personal rights. You know, if they want to do it, that's fine. That's their own personal right until it inflicts harm or does harm to somebody else. You know, and a lot of people say, well, nobody's ever been killed smoking marijuana. Yes, they have. There's been plenty of people killed smoking marijuana, walking out in front of cars, driving the vehicles, you know, falling down steps, falling off a cliff, you know, whatever. There's been plenty of people killed smoking marijuana. Just like there's been plenty of people killed drinking. Huh? Oh. Well, you got a freedom of choice, you're right. As long as it doesn't hinder or inflict on somebody else. Shouldn't let your bad decision affect somebody else. That's where I draw the line. You know, your bad decision shouldn't affect me. And by that, what I'm saying is that you smoke dope, you get in a car and you get in an accident and hurt me or my family or kill me or you're affecting my life. That's what I'm trying to say. You're right, Matt. It is more mind altering. But marijuana is this, you know, alcohol is legal. Okay. If you drink tonight, all right, tonight, you start drinking 8 o'clock tonight, and you keep drinking till 3 o'clock in the morning, and you go to work at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you're still hammered. They know you're hammered because they can tell. And they take you in and get you tested, and you're drunk, you're going to lose your job. It's no different than marijuana. You start smoking marijuana, and at 4 o'clock in the morning, at 3 o'clock in the morning, you stop, and you go into work high, they're going to fire you. And it doesn't matter if you go into work high. If they suspect you're high, and they test you for, they test you for drugs, and it comes up that you've got THC in your system, it doesn't matter if you haven't smoked one in 20 days. It's still, and they suspect you're high, they're still going to fire you. It's just the nature of the beast. I do feel the same way about alcohol. You know, moderation is fine. You go out to drunkenness, you become an alcoholic, that's a different story. You know, I've dealt with alcoholism, not me, but in the family. So not my family here, on the sibling side. Get so sloppy drunk you wouldn't even know where they were, you know. They didn't know where they were. They didn't care. Would sleep till 11, 12, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, with kids. You know. Well, you're right, Grizz, it does. And you're absolutely right there too, Junkyard. That is absolutely ridiculous to begin with in New York, that you can't drink a 32-ounce soda. The reason why they were saying that is because a lot of people are drinking the big sodas and driving and stuff like that, and they can't see, you know, and I don't understand that either. It ain't nobody's business if you're drinking a soda, you know. It does. So does everything else. Liver, steak, hamburger, chicken, lettuce, all that, you know, it's not good for you if you consume a lot of it. You know. I did, Big Steve. But I give that stuff up once I became an adult and had a family, had responsibilities. I did way before that. I was 20 last time I had one. And I took a hit off of it, and that was it. I wasn't even married yet. No, I was 19. Yeah, a week before I got married. That was the last time. Yeah, if you drink 4 8-ounce ones, you're fine. Or you drink 2 16-ounce pops, you're fine. So. But I think the reason why they did that, I ain't for sure, but I thought the reason why they did it is because the cup was so big, it hindered your sight when you was driving, if you were driving and drinking or something like that. I ain't for sure, but that's what I thought it was all about. I may be wrong. They haven't been tested. That's why they still have big jobs and big families. That's why they haven't been tested. If they ever get tested, they won't have that big job. I just have to wait and play this thing out and see what happens. But I can pretty much guarantee here in because this is an industrial state, you know, we do a lot of manufacturing here, a lot of machines, a lot of factory machine work. And they're not going to have you half-cocked working on machines. So a lot of other states, you know, where it's not that, you know, they don't have too much manufacturing. It's just, you know, service industries and stuff like that. Probably isn't that big of a need for it. No, you can't change how I feel about it. So, you know, I do agree with medical marijuana. I do know medical marijuana helps people, and I've been seriously considering thinking about growing it to help people with. You can make good money on it, but as far as personal use, I would never use it. Even for my own medical reasons. Because I quit smoking, and I don't believe anytime you put smoke in your lungs is good for you. So, but medical marijuana is supposed to be good for you. I mean, for pain relief and all the other stuff. But I don't know. I've used the cream, the salve, or whatever. So, and they've got that dab or whatever you can use now or whatever, of the oil. Oh, well, yeah, of course, Matt. Hey, if you go to work drunk, you should be fired. Same way, if you go to work high, you should be fired. No ifs, ands, buts about it. Either way, you should be fired. Because you are putting somebody else's life on the line. Especially in a manufacturing plant where machines are working.
No.
If you're drunk and you start walking and you stumble into somebody, push them into a press as they're working a press, and the press comes down and smashes that guy in half, you don't think that's a problem? I would think that would be a big problem. Or if you were at work and you're hired in hell and you walk out in front of a forklift and he stabs you with a fork and, you know, cuts you in half, you don't think that's a problem? Years ago at a factory down just about 15, 20 miles from here, some woman was high, okay, driving a forklift, backed up, crushed a woman between some crates in the forklift. Drove away, never even knew she'd done it. Killed the woman. And as she drove away, she speared another woman with the forks. She had them about waist high, speared another woman with the forks and killed her too. Killed two women in a matter of a minute and didn't know it. But she knew the second one because she seen her. The first one, she backed right into her and crushed her between some crates. So that's a problem. That's right. 2.5 ounces, that's a bag full, but you can't, what is it? If you transport it, it's got to be in your trunk, okay? Can't be on your person. Only to and from the vehicle can it be on your person. I believe that's part of the law. I didn't read it fully because it's, a very large context. I know you can't use it outside your home. You can't use it in your car or out in public. So, you're right. Zero tolerance is 0.04. In Michigan, federal law is 0.04. If you blow a 0.04 driving truck or your own personal car, as long as you have a commercial driver's license, you can lose your commercial driver's license. That is considered legally drunk. 0.04, 0.08 in most states for everybody else. So, but if you have a commercial driver's license, you're only allowed a half a beer rather than a full beer. There's different laws for different kinds of occupations. No, you cannot have alcohol in your system and not be drunk. If your system shows alcohol in it, you're considered under the influence. It doesn't matter. You're still under the influence. Even though you blow or, you test lower than the 0.4, you may not be inebriated, but you still have it in your system. You're right, Matt. Most people would. But this was like 6:30 in the morning. Everybody just, got to work. She hopped on the forklift and was moving stuff. And yeah, you can't have it at a school or university. You're right there, Junkyard. You can't have marijuana on a school property or university property. So, no, I'm not saying you're drunk, Matt. What I'm saying is you're under the influence. There's a difference between drunk and under the influence. There's a total big difference. One glass of wine, if you're a commercial truck driver, as Chris says, one glass of wine, you are drunk. According to the law for a commercial truck driver, it's illegal. I had a commercial truck driver's license, CDL. I had the hazmat endorsements. I had everything, doubles, triples, tankers, the whole 9 yards. I had a TWIC card. And a TWIC card is where you have to be checked out by the Secret Service. So I know all about that truck driving and the regulations. And a half a beer or a glass of wine can put you out of business forever as a truck driver if you get caught. There is no same laws for truck drivers as there is for anybody else. The rules are totally different. And that's because you're out in the public, you're serving the public, and They don't want you out there. They do not want you out there driving a truck under the influence. That's right. If you have an accident while you CDL, okay, if you have a CDL, it doesn't matter if you're in your car or in your truck. If you have an accident and the other vehicle has to be towed or there's an injury, now that's federal law. If you have an accident with a CDL, if either vehicle has to be towed or there's an injury, the CDL operator has to go in and have a drug test. And it has to be done within 4 hours. So that's why when you get pulled over or you have an accident or whatever, they take you in for a drug test. If there's injuries or a car hit or the other vehicle, either vehicle has to be towed. Oh, you're absolutely right, Steve. But in the way people are thinking, why should the truck driver, okay, why should the truck driver be singled out? Why? Because he's out there in the public? What's the difference of him being out in the public being high or you being at the factory being high? There's no difference. Or drunk, either way. There's no difference. But the laws are different for a person that drives a truck. Just because you're out in the public isn't no different than you being out in the public in a factory. You're still out there with 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 800 or 1,000 people. Ain't no different. It isn't. But the laws are different, and it shouldn't be different. There should be zero tolerance for either way. But the only thing is, with a truck driving license, commercial CDL, the federal government put a law on it, regulation on it, that they can take your license. No, you can't, because in 4 hours, you have to be there in 4 hours, and you don't have a way of cleaning your system, Matt, because when you get pulled over, if you have an accident, okay, and somebody has to be towed or there's an injury, you don't clean your system. There's no way you can clean your system because you're not going nowhere but to the drug testing facility. Your supervisor, shop employee, or whatever, or the police, and 90% of the time it's going to be the police is going to take you to the hospital to be tested. Especially if somebody had to be towed and it's your fault and somebody's been hurt. The police are going to take you. But if it's not your fault and somebody gets towed, 90% of the time it's going to be the shop supervisor, foreman, or whatever, and they're not going to let you clean your system. That is just totally false. You're not 4 hours. You have to be there within 4 hour period. So they're going to take you within a matter of minutes. As soon as they get to the traffic scene, they're going to, and the cops are done with you, they're going to take you. It may take 20 seconds to down a bottle, but you better have a bottle with you. And even if you down a bottle, it's still going to show up. It doesn't work that fast, I don't believe. So. And I actually think it's against the law. I ain't for sure, but I think it's against the law to have that for a truck driver to begin with. And if they find it, they're going to search your truck to begin with. They always do. So if they find it in your truck, they find a bottle in the ditch, you know, and it looks like it just got thrown there, Who do you think they're going to come after? Good morning, Warren. How are you doing? And they had to make that stuff out against the law. So, yeah. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But they had to make that illegal to manufacture. They make a lot of stuff illegal to manufacture. You know, why not make that stuff illegal to manufacture? Because it's just a masking agent. That's all it does. And a lot of these, they're getting better and better at these testing. They'll be able to tell if it's being masked or not. And a lot of the reasons why a CDL holder gets in an accident is, you know, if they're on something, it's usually alcohol. So that's where they're going to find it. There's nothing wrong with alcohol, as long as you don't abuse it. I don't understand what you're thinking. There's nothing wrong with alcohol as long as you don't abuse it. Okay? By abusing it is while you're drinking and driving, while you're working, anywhere in a factory. There's a factory right here my son was working at. 80% of the people were hammered working there. They would run down to the party store, and I've been there lots of times at the party store, watch all these guys come in for lunch. They'd buy them little bottles of liquor, vodka, and a bottle of orange juice. They'd take a swig out of the orange juice, pour the vodka in there, shake it up, and then they'd have a screwdriver for lunch. May not be hammered, but they're still under the influence. I believe in ghosts. How are you doing? Nice to have you here. You're looking lovely as ever. How is there anything wrong with marijuana if you don't abuse it? I didn't say there was. I said I don't believe in marijuana to begin with, but I do believe in medical marijuana. The only thing I said is that you use it and you think you can smoke dope and go to work where they drug test, that it's not going to happen. If you go to work where they drug test, all they got to do is they take you in and test your system, and it doesn't matter if they come up with THC in your system, they can automatically assume you are high at work. And that's where they're going to get you. You're right. They can test you, a field sobriety test, and see if you were drunk or under the influence of a narcotic or, you know, marijuana or whatever. These police and other people have gotten this stuff down to a science. You can't hide hardly anything anymore. And you say about that you know, cleaning system, it just masks it. And they'll be able to find out sooner or later. They'll come up with some way that'll tell that, you know, there's a masking agent that's in your system. And if they find a masking agent in your system, they'll make it a law that it's automatically, you know, makes you guilty. So, telling you stand on one foot. Well, see, I couldn't do that. And you know, if you see them now, they ask you, you have anything wrong with your legs, your feet, your arms, or what, you know. And I couldn't pass a field sobriety test other than doing, you know, the breathalyzer or the ABCs or something like that. And I can't even do the ABCs backwards because ZXY, I don't know. I can't do that. Well, you'd be able to. No, you can't, because And I damn sure couldn't do it if I was drunk. But as far as tipping my head back and touching my hands to my nose and stuff, I could do that 1 or 2 times. But after that, I'd have to tell them I can't do it anymore because, you know, my arms hurt so bad I wouldn't be able to do it with my shoulders. So. I'm using one drug every day. It's called Help People. There you go. You're right. That's because somebody sued most of the states for that, and it's against the law to do roadblocks. So it is in Michigan. They've been sued, so you can't even do a roadblock no more. But there is other states that do safety checks. So what they used to call it was vehicle inspection checks. And what they would do is, you know, they would wave you through and they'd start looking at you. And if you didn't look like you were kosher, they would pull you over. Oh, we're going to do a vehicle safety check. Do you mind? You know. Well, if you were self-employed, that's your, you know, your own deal there, Grizz. If you're self-employed and drinking on the job, you know, you're causing, not, I didn't say you did, but you're causing your own destruction if you do. You know, I mean, if something happened at work, you know, and you were drunk, you know, if you were drinking on the job, and I'm not saying you were drinking and drunk or whatever, but if you were drinking on the job and something happened, and heaven forbid, and your insurance company found out, well, you know, hey, we found a half a bottle of liquor in this, you know, truck. You know, you don't think your insurance company would cancel you? In a heartbeat, they would. Well, the pain meds are not designed to get you high. That's, or, you know, incoherent. That's what, they're not designed for that. I take pain meds. I took an Oxycontin and all that other stuff, and Demerol and all that, you know, Dilaudid. They're not designed to keep you incoherent. When you start abusing it or taking more than what's prescribed, that's when you start getting incoherent. Unless it's at the coffee shop. By the way, hi, Marie. You're looking lovely as ever. Sorry about that. I'm not advocating for anything, Matt. You asked me a question. I told you how I feel. And I told you what I think is going to happen. Sometimes you're right there, Grizz. The constipation from taking the meds is sometimes worse than the pain itself. You're right. Well, at least you got some sleep there, Marie. You ain't fat. You're just constipated. That's right. Yeah. Oh. I frankly don't care if marijuana is legal or not. I just don't want it affecting my life. I don't want somebody coming out of their house that's just got done smoking 10 big fatties, hop in a car and hit me and kill me and my family. That's what I'm trying to say. As long as it doesn't affect somebody, it's fine. But if you start affecting somebody else's life due to your poor choices, something's wrong there. Same way with alcohol. You drink a half a case of beer or whatever and get in a car and you kill my family or me, you know, or you affect my family. That's a bad choice. And it shouldn't happen. You're right. There's going to be a court battle about liability eventually. You're right. I understand that, Steve. I'm just telling you. You understand where I'm coming from. Even if you smoked 2 fatties or whatever, you know, and you went out there and done something. You went out there and you smoked a joint right before you left the house. and you reek of marijuana. You pull up to a stop sign, you stop, you pull ahead, and you T-bone a car that was coming through the intersection because you stopped, but you didn't stop and stay there. Killing 2 little kids and a mother. You don't think you just affected somebody's life? Tragically, yes, you did. And it's no different than you just drinking 2 drinks and hopping in the car and stopping at the stop sign and taking off and T-boning another car. It ain't no different. That's where I'm trying to get the point across. As long as you're doing it in your house, that's fine. I don't care. Don't go out in the public, especially, alcohol too. As long as you're drinking at your house, that's fine. Or you're drinking at a bar, that's fine. But don't hop in a car and affect somebody else's life. Have somebody else help you. Well, because one thing, alcohol has been legal forever, except for when they had prohibition. Okay. And the same thing is coming around with marijuana. There's actually prohibition on marijuana, if you want to get technical. They made it against the law. Okay. Well, now it's being made legal. So prohibition's getting over with marijuana. But it is no different than alcohol. You still have legal limits where you can affect, there's still limits that you have to be within to be legal. Blood alcohol level or breathalyzer level, no different than marijuana. If you go out and smoke a great big fatty and you hop in a car and you kill somebody, it's no different than you smoking or drinking 2 beers, hopping in a car, or drinking 1 beer, hopping in a car and killing somebody. It is no different. And as far as, and I'm not, like I said, I'm not bitching about, I'm just telling you, these companies, because this is a manufacturing state, I'm telling you, they're going to start open wide drug testing. Because all these people today are going to go, wow, I can smoke dope in my house now. And be legal. All the companies are thinking, hey, tomorrow we can do all this drug testing. We can get rid of these people, hire them back in 2 months from a temporary service and pay them 80% of what they were making and not have to pay them any benefits. We're going to make money, hand over first. Do I want none? I don't want none. Owie, 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 owie. If you take your meds as prescribed, you will not be busted for under the influence. Because if you're taking your meds as prescribed, if this is machinery or drive, then you shouldn't be driving. So how are you going to be busted for under the influence? If your medicine says do not operate machinery or drive while taking this medication, there's no way you're going to be busted for under the influence. In fact, I'll tell you right now, cough medicine, if you got a CDL, you shouldn't take cough medicine because it says right there, do not operate machinery or drive while taking cough medicine. So if you take cough medicine, a NyQuil or whatever that is, and there's some of them that say do not operate machinery, because we had this happen at work. It's a garbage company. They actually was going to fire a guy for taking cough medicine, but the union said, no, no, wait a minute. You know, it's just cough medicine. But they made the guy go home, and he could not take it no more and work. So, but if you are operating, if you are taking your medicine, hold on a minute, Grizz. I'll go get mine and see what it says. So, hold on, everybody. Well, that's good there, Grizz. United Postal Service needs the money. You're right. You're absolutely right, Warren. Well, if it's an alcoholic epidemic, then there's something wrong. Alcoholism, you know, they say it's a disease. It's not a disease. It's a choice. So is overdose or being addicted to drug. That's not a disease. It's a choice. Okay. This right here is methotrexate. This is for my rheumatoid arthritis. Be sure you understand how this medicine incorrect may cause serious side effects. Avoid pregnancy or getting your female partner pregnant while taking this drug. And for some time after, talk to your doctor. So if you're having this and you're having sex and somebody can be pregnant, you might want to wear a condom. Breastfeeding is not recommended while using this drug. Consult your pharmacist. Okay, that's for methotrexate. That's just, and I got to eat 10 pills one time a week with that. This is folic acid. This is obtain medical advice before taking non-prescribed drugs may affect the actions of this medication. Okay. Cetrothiazine. Okay. May make you drowsy. Do not drink alcohol with this drug. Use care while operating a vehicle, vessel, or other machines. Warning, do not use if you are breastfeeding. Consult your doctor. This medicine may be taken with food or without. Okay, this says take care while driving or using machinery. That goes right along with the warning I was telling you. May make you drowsy or dizzy. Do not drink alcohol. This drug can use care when operating a vehicle or vessel or other machinery. Taking more than this medication recommended may cause serious breathing problems. Do not take other medicines without checking with your doctor or pharmacist. That's why it says, you know, when we were getting back to that, where get you under the influence. If you're taking this medicine, you'll never be under the influence if you're taking it as prescribed. Um, all the schools in Colorado provide free lunch because of the tax. Well, anymore, I thought wasn't the federal government just giving free lunches to kids? That's what I thought. Right, that's the way what it is with the city and stuff. They call you in because of snowstorms. You got to tell them if you've been drinking or not. And that's what a lot of these guys don't want to work, so they go. I've had a beer, or I had a couple of beers. And what they'll tell them, okay, how many beers did you have? When's the last time you drank? I had 2 beers ago. I'm swallowing the last one right now. All right, well, in 5 hours, come to work. Or 6 hours, come to work. Or 8 hours, come to work. You have to be off work 8 hours. You have to be off work 8 hours on a CD. Yeah, in case it's snow plowing and stuff like that. So you break things there, Grizz. Oh. Or junk, yeah. Excuse me, junkyard. I'm sorry. Yeah, your Vicodin says do not drive or operate machinery. So does I don't have the bottle no more, but yeah. So did my OxyContin and all that other. It says do not operate machinery or drive while taking medication. So if you were driving, okay, if you were driving while taking your Vicodin, then you are actually under the influence because you should not be driving while taking your Vicodin. Gene's been to the post office. Right. But that's what I'm getting at, Grizz. You're not going to be under the influence if you're taking a prescribed medicine the way it's prescribed. And your Vicodin or your Dilaudid or your OxyContin, any of that stuff, any of them painkillers, they all say do not take or do not drive or operate machinery. And if you do that, you're violating that prescription. Well, let me check. Hydrocone acetaminophen 10-3. Is that what you got? I'm on WebMD. Okay. Important warning. I'm trying to read it all. Oh, I just read this whole thing. I didn't see anything about driving it, but neither did the last one either. Didn't say anything about driving. But now we can go back and see hydrocone warning label. There's a thing here, PDF with it. So 5.2 is what it says to look at. I don't know. It may not say it on yours, but I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to be driving or operating machinery on high declared zone or whatever. How you doing? Carry on, John. Nice to have you here. I bet that was, Warren.
I can relate to Warren's.
I've got cataracts in both eyes. Nighttime kills me.
Yep, nighttime kills my wife. Well, I understand that, Grit. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, but if you, and what they're going to tell you is, you should have had somebody else drive you. That's what there's ignorance of the law is no excuse. That's what they're going to tell you. And you know that, I know that, everybody else knows that. That's ever been pulled over or whatever. They're going to tell you, well, you shouldn't have been driving. You should have had somebody else drive you. Well, I didn't have anybody driving. Then you should have called a cab. Well, I can't afford a cab. Well, then you should have called the ambulance or rescue or whatever, or asked the police, or called us, and we'd have come give you a ride. They've got more. For every excuse you got, they got more answers than a pregnant nun. You know what I'm saying? So for every excuse, you got more excuses than a pregnant nun. They got more answers why the pregnant nun got pregnant. So that's what I'm trying to say. You're right. There is less side effects. So I'm sorry. Been here hours. I didn't see you come in. Sorry about that, John. So I've been busy. We've been talking about this, medical marijuana or marijuana in Michigan, and so. But it's been fun. And by the way, it's 9:29. I gotta get out of here. 9:30 is when I get off. So, but I appreciate each and every one of you guys for being here. I really do. I enjoy this. This is actually pretty neat. We had a halfway decent civil discussion, and I enjoyed it. So yeah, I'm okay. It's just my arthritis is getting bad, but other than that, I'm fine. How are you? But anyways, y'all have a great day. God bless. Prayers and peace be with you. Stay safe, stay warm, and take care. And we will see you later. I appreciate y'all for being here. I really do. Have a great day. It was a great discussion. I try to view everybody's points. No, I'm fine. I'm not tired. I'm actually pretty good there. I've been a little worried for the last few days about my brother, but he's doing better. So other than that, I'm doing okay. So love you too there, John. I love you too, man. I love your channel. Great channel. So if y'all get a chance, check out Carry On, Jeff and John. So, but never knew you were drinking. Well, a lot of people do that. So, all right, everybody, have a great day. We will see you later. Thank you for being here.